Hello, this is KYA on Top TV. My name is William Sabule. If this is the first time you're seeing this program, this is where we'll be going through the profile of our politicians vying for the 2023 general election. We want you to get to know them better than just their name. I mean, get to know what they're about before now and what they say they'll be doing if they win at the 2023 general elections coming up. All right, so you would like to go on this journey with us, come with us as we go through the profile of our first candidate for today's episode. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Have you registered for your permanent voter's card? I mean, your PVC. There is a Nigeria we all seek, a place where love, peace, security, and unity can reign supreme.
Waste no time. We want a country where peace and justice will be the order of the day.
Unfortunately, there's a problem. One big challenge this generation has to solve.
Our country cries for help every day. We need able and capable hands to lead and direct.
These capable hands can be you. Have you gotten your PVC? Have you registered for the ongoing voting process? Don't say your vote does not count. Yes, it does.
Have you gotten your PVC? Your apathy towards Nigeria's electioneering process will further inhibit our collective growth and development as a nation. Your refusal to participate and engage will keep us at a standstill. So be intentional.
I have my PVC. Your votes, your voice would go a long way in preventing absolute destruction of this country and the future of our children, the hope of tomorrow.
The 2023 Nigerian elections are just around the corner. Go out and get heard. Don't forget, your vote, your voice. This message is proudly brought to you by Thav Media Limited.
All right, welcome back from that break. Let's go into the profile of our first candidate. But before we do that, let's welcome Mr. Victor Sioku.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, our in-house political analyst, and we'll be doing this together. All right, Mr. Victor, let's go through our profile. And for today, we'll start with our first candidate. That's Bukola Saraki. And Bukola Saraki was born Bukola Abubakar Saraki on the 19th of December 1962. He's aged 59. His place of birth was London, United Kingdom, but he's also a native of Kwara State here in Nigeria. He's a card-carrying member of the People's Democratic Party, that is PDP, and his highest level of education is Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery. That is, for those of you that didn't know, he's a very qualified medical practitioner, a surgeon for that matter. All right, his occupation is politician and also a physician. He's a Muslim by religion, and his firm was bought by a group like, many other politicians that we've, had to go through their profile here. Most of them, different groups bought their, firm, their presidential firm, that is. All right, Mr. Victor, you want to give us some insight about his identity card?
Yes, he has a fantastic identity card.
Yeah.
Coming from, I'll start with age 59.
Yeah, it's quite
in Nigeria,
young.
having a 59-year-old as a president, or let's just say about 60-year-old as a president, is a big plus. With respect to what we have now
yeah.
and more aspirants that are coming, or that we have within the circle. Secondly, this man is well educated.
Yes.
You can't take it away from him.
Yes,
I also give kudos to the father who spent the money. Okay, and mind you, he finished from King's College, Lagos, before moving to the UK to get his medical degree. So he has it.
Yeah, interesting.
He has
All right, let's move on to his portfolio. What has he been about before now? Well, Bukola Saraki was the 13th president of the Senate of Nigeria, that is from 2015 to 2019, and the chairman of the 8th Nigeria National Assembly. He was also the former governor of Kwara State from 2003 to 2011. He represented Kwara Central Senatorial District and was re-elected in 2015 under APC. All right, quite an interesting portfolio. Do you have something to tell us about this?
Yes, coming respect to the central senatorial district that he got elected.
Yeah.
Okay, you find out that it was the same year that he became Senate president.
Yeah.
And during the election, as in I mean the National Assembly election,
Yeah.
within his fellow senators, you find out that both the APC and the PDP, they came together to vote him in, and he was unopposed.
Yeah.
Okay, that tells you that he's a unifier. Okay, even down to the deputy as at that time, Ekweremadu, there was strong contest during the election for deputy. Very clean politician, but we Nigerians will always tell you that, see, the challenge they have with the Saraki is that it's more like a family thing. Like they own Kwara State. Like that block is theirs. Mind you, before he became senator, the sister had already been there.
Yes.
Same Kwara Central.
Yes.
So it was more like handing over the baton. Okay. So, and his father was former governor. So you find out that it's just been the family thing. But left for this man, he has the credentials.
Yes, I agree with you. He sure has the credential. He has been doing well for himself politically, and since he arrived back in the country to pursue his political cause, one would say that he is really sharp. I mean, if you look at his antecedents in his state, you will know that yes, he's not just, you know, taking on the baton, he has been working. That's one thing I see about this man. All right, let's move on to highlights of his career. So some of the highlights is during his tenure as governor of Kwara, he led reforms in agriculture, infrastructure, health, education, power generation, and environment policy. He created the Shonga Farms program, which is now being replicated across Nigeria. In 2007, Saraki became chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum. Quite interesting, right? I mean, the speed to which he went about, you know, being a politician. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yes. Let me mention about the Shonga Farms. You know, Kwara State is rich with arable lands, rich with good agricultural system. If you find that they have good minerals, they have even they have the much embraced oil. They have coal, they have cocoa, they have cotton. So I think they have all that they need. But unfortunately, he played his part. No two ways about that. But unfortunately, the Kwara of today is supposed to be better than what it is right now.
Yeah.
Okay. He played his part. No two ways about that. He was able to bring it and have a MOUs with DFID, UNESCO, and the rest. And he really brought in quality investment. But I think personally, he could have done better.
Yeah. So let's check more about his highlights. All right. Under Saraki, Kwara became the first state to complete the Nigeria Independent Power Project. Saraki, as the governor of Kwara State, completed 4 electrification projects. This made up to 90% of people living in Kwara to have access to electricity, compared to the national average in Nigeria. All right. So still on his run as the governor of Kwara State, look at his electrification project. Do you have anything to say more?
Superb. And till date, they still enjoy that. As at then, they had about 90% of electrification in Kwara State against the country's 30%.
Wow.
You find out the margin so big.
Yes.
And when you also come to transportation, he did his best. He created lots of roads, and I believe as at that time, not until there was a break between then and about now, that the road has gone so bad.
So bad, yeah, I agree. All right, let's go into declarations and plans. Why he's running for the seat of the presidency in 2023. According to him, my portfolio of experience at the executive level and the highest legislative institution in the country makes me a unique asset in democratic leadership at a time that calls for consensus building, for cooperation and compromise. All right, that's what he's saying, and the reason why he's running for the highest seat in the land. All right, Mr. Victor, you want to analyze his...
we can't take away
message?
that he has this legislative prowess. He
Yes.
is a lawmaker. You can't take that away from him. Even at his time, up to date, was the president of the 8th Senate. Up to date, no group of senators have ever raised more than 200, have ever passed more than 200 bills. He did 201 bills, and that, I don't know when next that that will be surpassed.
That record, yeah.
That record will be surpassed. So when you come to terms of leadership, he's clean. So I can't take anything away from him when it comes to that. But having the whole of Nigeria in his palms,
we don't know how that experience will be. Because
I
the
have an
country
issue with
in itself, it's a very challenging one. And, you know, with the way the present administration has run this country, anybody coming up next will be really ready to really take the bull by the horn and change a lot of things. I mean, Nigeria is crying for a lot of changes. You want to add some more?
Yes, we can also take away the trials he has faced.
Yes, yeah, actually.
You can't take that away from him. And it has also created some kind of, will I say, uncertainty from persons to say, okay, are you sure? In as much as, yes, he is not guilty by law, okay, you can, but there is this fear that fingers will be pointing. It's a normal thing. Fingers will be pointing. Mind you, back then there was issue with of a robbery.
Yes.
That
his name was mentioned.
His name was mentioned. Not until the same witnesses came out to also say that they were forced to mention his name. Also, you cannot also eliminate the Societe General Bank that there were indictments both on him and the sister. The sister was, as at that time, was head of domiciliary department while he was chairman. There were reports of looting, massive looting that happened, and people lost their monies. The depositors' funds were missing, and you can't also, in a situation like this, you need to come out with clean hands. In as much as he's still innocent,
yes,
but
by law, that is.
By law, he's still innocent.
He was not convicted of any of those allegations.
But some Nigerians still think that there is still something under the carpet.
But so far, he has a clean record. That's one thing we must also note. All right, let's talk about the politics and predictions of this man. Where do you see him getting to? Is he going to make it to the villa?
No, but he still has an upper hand with respect to some persons. Now in the PDP, okay, mind you, another challenge he has is that he's not a one-party man. Okay, he moved from PDP to APC, from APC back to PDP. That movement also made him, in as much as he gained some supporters from the APC wing, but he also lost his ground from the PDP.
Yes.
Okay, let's also note that he is from North Central, and North Central have not led this country before. Okay, so he has a point, because when you come to share this power between the, which has been the rhetoric we've been hearing here and there, when you want to share this power between the North and South, the most, in quotes, marginalized are the North Central.
Yeah.
Okay, in as much as Northeast are clamoring that they've not been president before, but mind you, we've had head of states from the Northeast,
yes,
the Babangidas, the Abdul Salami, but from North Central it's like zero. So he's coming out with that point that see, from the North block we've been marginalized. Give us this power.
Yeah.
So, but from the PDP, I don't see him having the baton.
So from what you're saying, you know, being from the coming from the North Central, he has a huge chance, you know, of you know, being
if it's
voted
being
for.
zoned,
Yeah, if we're working with zoning,
yes,
okay, he has a chance.
He stands
but being in the party, political, being in PDP, that is a huge disadvantage for him already.
Yes, I think yes, because of the potting that has already happened. Okay, he has lost acquaintances, he has lost some strong alliance from the PDP.
Yeah.
Some people might say politics, PDP and APC are all together, but in this case, I still believe that making that move will be detrimental to his political career, especially when it comes to clinching the presidential ticket.
Yes, because that's very key. First, you have to clinch the presidential ticket for your party before we now say, okay, yes, let Nigerians decide whether you're capable of running this country. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Victor. That's all we'll be taking today to our viewers. I want to thank you for staying with us up to this time. I hope the profile will help you to make an informed decision when you finally go out there to cast your vote for a candidate. Until next time, I come your way again with a new profile. My name is William Sabule, and this has been KYA on Top TV. See you next time.